No rest for the wicked is not for the weak. That's why so many new players are gonna quit off early. Don't be like those new players. Listen to these 10 tips that I have for you that'll make you instantly better at the game. Step 1. Never stop collecting resources. These beautiful resources that you see on the ground, these are the most precious things that you will ever see in the game. Make sure you collect as much as you can. You can never have enough resources. You may be sitting there asking yourself, why do I have to sit here and collect all these resources? Why can't I stop collecting all these resources? Why do I always have to keep picking up all of these resources all the time? Well, the answer is simple. You need it for food. And no rest for the wicked, you need food to get your health back. Unlike other games like Elden Ring, Dark Soul, where you have the little potion that you drink, where every time you die it comes back, you have food. And you gotta make sure you have food on hand at all times to craft, because you're always gonna be needing food to get your health back, because you're gonna lose health, so you're gonna need to heal. Step 2. Always use markers. Markers are a useful tool for keeping track of materials and resources on the map. I like to use my markers to kind of keep track of some food spots. I like to keep track of dig spots as well, because digging gives you specific materials that you can't get from no other spot. So I like to make sure I have those marked. And I also like to keep some of my iron, my silver, my copper, all those little materials that you can find when you're looking through different sections of the map. I like to always have a little marker right next to it, so just in case if I have to go back and have any materials that I need, I can always just find them, because it is difficult. And I know after the update they did change some of the spots for them, so I had to go back and replace some of my markers, but it is what it is. Step 3. Explore the world. While you're going through each area, you want to make sure you explore it, because there's always hidden loot, and sometimes there's even shortcuts in the area. So you want to make sure you're exploring everything, getting as much as you can, as you can find a little bit of rare items if you want to look for it. Make sure you're always exploring, getting as much as you can from each area, finding what you can, getting all the chests you can, because in the long run it will help you level up, and it's going to help you get some of them daily challenges done, because they do take a long time to complete. Step 4. Watch your durability. So while you're in No Rest for the Wicked, it's easy to forget about your durability. But remember, you lose durability when you die, so keep repairing your armor. That's when you're going to lose most of your durability. On the other hand, your tools like shovels and pickaxes, they don't lose any durability, so you can use them as much as you want and they'll always stay full. But your armor, weapons, rings, they do lose durability, so watch out. Make sure you're repairing them. There's repair dust you could use, or you could go take it to the smith in the town. Make sure you're repairing it. Step 5. Craft early. Crafting is how you get the weapons that you want. So if you craft early, you get the weapons that you want early. And then you could test out a lot more different weapons early on, because you're able to craft them early on. Or you could still pick them up off someone. That could work too, but crafting is important. With crafting, you're able to craft more powerful weapons, and you are able to attach runes to weapons, attach move sets, attach specific things to weapons to make them stronger, or do any specific thing that you really want it to do. You can make it do more piercing damage, you can make it do more fire, more ice, plague, whatever you're really feeling. You can customize the weapon to your liking, and that's why crafting early on is important, and I would recommend doing that as fast as possible and getting the weapon that you want and crafting really what you like. Get the match. That's why I said always collect resources. Step 6. Prioritize movesets over rarity. So while you're playing No Rest for the Wicked, you're gonna pick up a bunch of items ranging from different rarities, but it doesn't really matter. Just use the weapon with the right move set for you. When I played the game, I went through with a little basic common dagger and I soloed the entire game with a common dagger and some Wolverine claws. So it does not really matter what rarity they are. My rarity were common. I did have some legendary weapons that I picked up. I picked it up after I beat the whole main story mode. They were pretty clean though. I'm not gonna lie. But you do not need those to beat the game. You could fully beat the game with some common items. I still had some low trash armor on. It wasn't common, but you know, it wasn't the best. But it doesn't really matter. Just make sure you have a clean moveset on, cause some of them legendary weapons, they do not have this the cleanest moveset. You'll get folded using it. But they look nice though. They're legendary. Step 7. Watch your weight class. Your weight class determines how fast you move, how much stamina your attack takes, how much stamina your dodge takes, and basically, if you weigh more, it's gonna take a lot more stamina to do everything. So, if you're trying to dodge, spam dodge, you're gonna die. If you're gonna try and run, you're gonna die. It's basically like, if you're heavy, you're very slow. You're very slow. You could dodge a little bit, you got to weigh a little bit, but not really. So you really wanna watch your weight. Unless you're trying to go for a heavy build, which you can if you want to, but if you want to stay in a normal weight class with a normal dodge, want to keep your weight in the normal class, because you can go to that heavy class and it's going to slow you down and it's going to make you an easier target and you're going to lose stamina faster and you're going to die. You're just going to die. Or not. You may just win. You never know. Step 8. Watch your stamina. Without stamina, you can't dodge. Without stamina, you can't attack. No stamina equals death. And no rest for the wicked. You gotta watch your stamina. Everything takes stamina. So if you're running around, attacking, dodging, you gotta make sure you're giving time for your stamina to recover. Because it's plenty of times where I haven't watched my stamina. I'm just trying to dodge or get out the way. I don't have no stam. I was just spam attacking. And then now I'm dead. I'm fraud. I didn't have no stam. I couldn't dodge. He just put me in a combo. Now I'm asleep. So the main thing you need to do is watch your stamina. Make sure you're getting it back up between hits or between dodges. Just look at it, cause that junk sometimes don't be recovering for real, and they be selling you and you be dying. I be getting mad, I be raging, it be making me go crazy. I be like ah. Step 9. Don't over dodge. Like I said on step 8, you have to watch your stamina. If you over dodge, you will die, cause you're gonna lose your stamina, and then on top of that you won't be able to get no hits in. And sometimes the bosses be planning for that overdodge and combo you anyway. So you have to be patient. Remember, you can parry and you have shields. You can block too. You have shields. You can parry. You don't just have to dodge. Be patient. Get in there. Wait for your time to attack. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Step 10. Use everything at your disposal. There are a lot of different weapon combinations in Wicked that you can use. You can use fire to burn your enemies. You can use ice to freeze your enemies. And then a giant weapon to shatter them. You can use plague to poison your enemies. There's numerous different ways you could deal with your enemies. Lightning even. So what I'm trying to say is use everything at your disposal to fight enemies. There's bow and arrows, there's spears, there's shields. There's potions that help you get stronger. You need to make sure that you're using everything if you're struggling. That's why they put it in the game. Use shields, use spears, use the bow if you need to. Go get an off angle or something. Use everything at your disposal. Break the game, win. Because that's what we do. We are gamers. And also there's an honorable mention that I just didn't want to, add into its own little thing. You can turn on the enemy's poise in the menu. It's not turned on by default, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you how to do it now. It's pretty simple. It really should be turned on by default and it's really useful, so I'm gonna show you how to do it now. You just go into the menu and you just turn it on. Pretty simple. Make sure you flip that switch and we're gonna be locked in. And if any of these tips helped you, 1 through 11, including that on honorable mention, please subscribe, like the video, man. I'm trying to grow, man. I'm trying to grow. I'm uploading more content, like, and then I got something crazy coming. Don't y'all want to see me play No Rest for the Wicked but level 1 and see if I could beat the game level 1 at level 1? Don't you want to see some rage? Come on. I know you want to see that. Go ahead and sub. Go ahead and sub. Like it up. I know one of these tips helped you. Come on now. Come on. I'll see y'all.